Hello everybody, my name is Lemonade High School Lemon. I'm your coach of the Sacramento Surge, and today we've got IPA week 1. This is a post-com because I messed up in the recording and there's a couple of minutes, actually like 10 minutes of it, don't have any mic audio, and that's completely on me. So this is a post-com. This week though we are up against Coach Jake in the Chesapeake Gym Jars, and this is in team building. I was super nervous because this matchup, it's super weird, but it's also, this is one of the best teams in the league. We're going to talk about it for a second here. He's got Mega Lopunny, Therian Tornadus, Rotom Wash, Noivern, Registeel, Drapion, Wigglytuff, Mew, Mamoswine, Tangela, and Pyroar. So, a couple things to note about my opponent's team. His hazard setters are Registeel, Drapion, Wigglytuff, Mew, and Mamoswine. His hazard removers are Tornadus, Rotom, Noivern, and Mew, and all of them are Defog. And his cleric is Wigglytuff, and it's also his only fairy. But something else that's super important about my opponent's team is that he does not have a ghost type. So normal and fighting moves are completely spammable. So we are going to be abusing that. This week, though, we are bringing Somnus the Curum with a Choice Scarf item, Freeze Dry, Draco Meteor, Focus Blast, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam is there for maximum damage on Tornadus and stuff. Freeze Dry is there in case of Rotom Wash. Draco Meteor is there because it does kill Mamoswine in one hit. Focus Blast is there just in case of something like Lopunny or an AV Mamoswine. Just for the things that's actually weak to fighting, this thing hits really hard, and it's also there for Registeel. Choice Scarf allows me to outspeed Lopunny by 1 point, and we are running Modest for maximum damage output. Next up, we've got Neptune the Clawitzer with Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, and Flip Turn. Again, fighting is super spammable against my opponent this week, which is why you're going to see a lot of fighting moves. But Mega Launcher Aura Sphere hurts his team so bad. It's a one-shot on Mamoswine. It's a one-shot on Lopunny. It does a lot of damage to Rotom. It hurts his team a lot. Dark Pulse is there for the Mew. Ice Beam is there for the 2 flying types he has. And Flip Turn is there because there was no reason for me to run anything else. 240 HP, 128 defense, 128 special attack, and 12 speed. 12 speed allows me to outspeed Tangela, so I can go for a Flip Turn and go into Espeon. 128 attack, special attack, and defense is just balancing that out. Modest nature, so I have maximum damage output. But we are running those specific HP and defense investments so that I can live an Earthquake from Banded Mamoswine, but I was expecting Scarf. And we have leftovers just for longevity. Next up, we've got Jupiter the Zero Aura with a Sugar Berry and Volt Absorbability, Taunt, Close Combat, Knockoff Plasma Fists. With a Jolly Nature, we are running 192 Speed EVs, 64 Defense EVs, and 252 Attack EVs. So Sugar Berry allows me to take an Earthquake from Scarf Mamoswine and fire off a Close Combat on that thing. Just if it's below half, then I have a shot to Oko it. Knockoff is there because I need to remove items. I don't have very many knockoffers, and this is the only one I'm even bringing this week, so I need to be careful about that. Taunt, we are EV to outspeed Lopunny, maximum Jolly Lopunny, but we are also EV to make sure that we are outspeeding Mew, so I can go for Taunt and keep it from going for any Cosmic Power sets. That's pretty much it. Then we have Vulcan, the Mega Aggron with the Filter ability, max HP, 212 defense with a bold nature, and 44 special defense. So we were running Body Press, Iron Defense, Rest, Sleep Talk. This week, my opponent again has no Ghost, so fighting moves are completely spammable, so this thing has nothing stopping it. We were running Iron Defense to boost the defense of this already ridiculously high defensive Pokemon. 44 special defense allows me to take 2 flamethrowers from a Noivern, from a Scarf Noivern, and I think it allows me to take a couple of Fire Blasts from uninvested Mew, which I think is pretty important. Next up, we've got Mars, the Grimmsnarl with Leftovers Prankster, Thunderwave, Taunt, Darkest Lariat, Spirit Break. We're running max HP 132 attack, Adamant Nature with 124 special defense EVs. This thing is meant to take on things like Tornadus and the Noivern. So I can go for Thunderwave, slows them down. I can go for Darkest, and I can go for Spirit Break to lower their special attack and just let this thing start lasting a while. Darkest Lariat is there because of the annoyance that is that Cosmic Power Mew set. I really don't want to be dealing with it this game, especially since my Ghost has a very hard time coming into this game with him having 3 normals. So I need ways to deal with it. And finally, we've got Apollo, our Espeon with a leftovers item and magic bounce ability, Wish Protect, Dazzling Gleam, Heal Bell, 136 speed EVs with a timid nature allows me to outspeed. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. Drapion. We're outspeeding max speed Drapion. That's what it was. We have 120 special defense EVs and max HP, Wish Protect, D-Gleam, and Heal Bell. This is a very cleric-based set, but it also does beat the Noivern. Noivern does not have a chance to KO me with Draco Meteor, and then I can go for a Wish Protect and go for Dazzling Gleam very easily. So we're going to go into the battle, and I'm going to take this pretty much turn by turn. So, immediately, you can see that my opponent brought the Mega Lopunny, Mamoswine, Drapion, Tornadus, Mew, and the Registeel. I don't think I was fully expecting the Registeel. I thought it was a possibility, but I think I was expecting the Noivern or the or something else, more likely. So here I'm thinking Drapion is here probably because he wants to set Toxic Spikes, because my best way to keep him from doing that is Espeon, and Espeon is very weak to dark moves. It actually gets one shot by knockoff. So I was very sure Drapion was coming. So I'm very sure that it's the Toxic Spikes variant. Probably Toxic Spike offensive. Maybe has. Oh no, we don't have cut moves, so it wouldn't have had Pursuit. Mew, I was still pretty confident it was going to be that Cosmic Power, Roost, Stored Power kind of set. The Registeel, I didn't really know. I was assuming it was either going to be Body Press or Seismic Toss. Mamoswine, I was sure was going to be Scarf, and Lopunny was probably going to be the standard Fake Out Return, U-turn, and like close combat. So we're going to go into the turn 1. I chose to lead with my Kyurem, and he led with his Tornadus. So immediately I'm thinking he probably doesn't know that I'm Scarf. He might have some suspicion that I am, but either way, Ice Beam is a guaranteed OHKO, and this thing is a threat to my team, pretty decent threat. The only thing that doesn't really take it on very well is Espeon, and excuse me, and Clawitzer doesn't really want to take Hurricanes from it, so I decided to just go straight for a Scarf Ice Beam, get rid of this thing. I'm faster, and it breaks it down to Sash. So him being Sash is very surprising to me. That was really good prep. He told me afterward that this turn went exactly how he wanted. So really good prep. Very definitely good. Okay. He goes for knockoff, removes my Scarf. So now I'm not faster, and I just went for the Ice Beam again because I didn't see a reason not to. Like, I'm not punished for going for Ice Beam here. So he goes Registeel, which is fine. I get some intel on what kind of set this is, and that's also pretty important. So I switch out into my Espeon because it was the thing that could take the body press the best. And he doubles into his Mew. So I'm thinking, okay, so I have no idea what this thing wants to go for, but what I can do is I can go for a Wish and switch out the next turn into Clawitzer or Aggron or Zeraora or something to put in big damage. So I go for the Wish as he goes for U-turn and does about 50% to me. So a lot of damage right there, and he goes into the Tornadus. So at this point, I know for a fact he's going to want to go for the U-turn. So Espeon will die to this U-turn. So I had to make a choice. Do I want to switch out and give him complete momentum, or do I just want to stay in? So I go for the Protect. I want to get Apollo back to full health just in case for later. He goes for the U-turn as I expected, so I go back to full health. And I'm going into Aggron because he doesn't have any options to Aggron at this point in the game. As he goes for U-turn, and then he goes straight into the Drapion. So immediately I was thinking, okay, so this thing probably has Earthquake, or it's probably just going to go straight for the Toxic Spikes. So I decided to go straight for the Iron Defense because this thing doesn't do anything to me. So he goes for the T-Spikes, I go for my Iron Defense, and doing the calcs, Body Press did one-shot the Drapion right there. He switches out into the Mew, and I get to see what kind of set this is. 31% means that it's a like max HP, max defense. And he reveals Super Fang. So that immediately tells me that this is his main answer to Aggron. But luckily I do have Rest for full HP recovery. So I go for Body Press again for damage. He is revealed to be leftovers from the turn before. He goes for Super Fang again. I go for the Rest. And at this point, I can start going for Sleep Talks, hoping for Iron Defenses and Body Presses. And I will say that I may or may not have forgotten that Rest changes the sleep turns to 2. I didn't know that if you use Rest, the amount of turns you stay asleep is 2 instead of the usual 3. So you're going to see some mistakes here. I go for the Sleep Talk. I get an Iron Defense, so now I'm plus 4 defense. He goes for Super Fang, it misses, doesn't really matter that much. I go for the Sleep Talk again. I get Iron Defense against them. My defense is maximum, and that's a lot. I wake up. I went for Sleep Talk here because I thought it was 3 turns. Oh, excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze. He keeps going for Super Fangs, and I'm wearing out his resources. I have more Sleep Talks than he has I have more Rest than he has Sleep Talk. I have more Rest than he has Super Fangs, so I'll be okay. So at this point, I think I finally wrapped my head around the turns for this. And at this point, I'm just keep on getting Iron Defense. And I'm not going to lie, it was getting a little bit frustrating. Because, like, if I got a Body Press here, I probably won the game. So this lasts a little bit longer. And you can see the chat telling me that it's 2 turns of sleep, which I did pick up on. And I get Rest. Honestly, these couple of turns are just this. Waiting to get a Body Press. And I got down a bit. Yeah. There's not much. Oh. Sorry. There's not much. There's not much. What's the word? Commentating I can do on this. I'm just sitting here trying to get a Body Press after 11 turns. As he keeps going for Super Fangs, and I keep not getting Body Press. So Mew doesn't get one shot by this Body Press, but everything else does. There we go. I wake up again. I go for the Rest because I just need to be at full. And his Super Fangs are gone now. That was his last one. And I'm pretty sure that's the only resource he actually had to actually beat the Zekrom. So he goes Tornadoes, probably hoping to heal some with Regenerator. And then I get Body Press. And at this point, honestly, Aggron just kind of wins. So I just go for the Body Press. It one-shots. He goes low punny. He's probably going to close combat me, so I go for Rest knowing that it's not going to kill because I have over 2,000 defense. It's not going to, 11% from a mega low punny. Like, I go for the Rest to heal, and then I just start going for Sleep Talks again. And I'm pretty sure it's the same deal. Same deal of me not getting them. Of me not getting the Body Press. It's like 2 or 3 turns of this. So I don't know what to say about this. This is just Mega Aggron putting in the work. There we go. I get body press. It's a crit. Does not matter in any shape or form. With no iron defense, body press killed. He goes Mammoth which cannot touch this thing. Yeah, 8%. And then I knew I was going to wake up the turn, so I went for the body press. And at this point, nothing on his team can even touch this thing. So I just sweep. This is a 2-hit KO. Yeah, he brought Toxic, so it's a stall break. That's a really good set. That is a really good set, but I'm glad I brought Sleep Talk Aggron because Aggron was like my main defensive option to Mamoswine and Lopunny, and I needed recovery, and Rest was that recovery. So he didn't have anything for Aggron here. I'm assuming that that's mono attacking. So Mega Aggron pulls out a 6-0 sweep from turn 10? Is that turn 10 that it started? Hold on, I want to look. Turn 7. From turn 7, it pulled out a 6-0 sweep. So, week 1, we are 6-0. Aggron has 6 kills. And it's a really good start. I was going into this match so ready for Kyurem and Klowitzer to do damage. Mega Aggron was all I needed, man. So, if you guys enjoyed this video and you're excited to see me go into week 2 with this team, then please do consider liking and subscribing. Shows me you appreciate the content that I enjoy making myself. I'm going to see you all in week 2. Thank you all so much for watching.